Patti Smith or Madonna. Let's go with... Oh shit. What the hell is that? Alright, just put Patti. Okay, vibe secure, then now let's drive. Heavy machinery, so fascinating. Okay, we've arrived in the forest. I've just done a couple muscle ups, no biggie, and now I'm just walking. Of course, I got my trusty alarm thing. World's first therapist. Don't know, that was a bad reference to Arrested Development. Anyways, so I thought I might make this walk talk in the forest. I think we'll be mainly talking business because that's what I've been doing for the past couple weeks. I read the book $1 Million Weekend. Basically, it says that like you've got 52 weekends in a year, and if you just try to launch businesses every weekend, then you've got 52 chances of making it big, you know? Anyways, just something to do, really. So I finished that book in a day, and well, I knew I wanted to do something related to pharmacy, and I needed to provide actual value. And what's been bugging me about pharmacy and why I've been avoiding just opening a pharmacy or something like that is that we don't have control over medication. In Morocco, the pharmacy profit depends entirely on the price of medication. And while it's good that the prices of medications are getting lower so patients can afford more care, it's eating up the already very low margins of pharmacies. Like, there's only like a third of pharmacies, of community pharmacies, that are like thriving, and yeah, maybe 2/3. I don't. Anyways, the statistics are not up to date. So I also wanted to do something related to digital health. This also joins my thesis on digital health, telepharmacy, and AI in the case of diabetes. Well, the AI part is just cringe, but I realized that too late. Anyways, I'm anti-AI, like in the domain of creativity and whatnot. But I do believe it's useful if it was less environmentally damaging, if they figured out a way to make it carbon neutral or whatever. Anyway, so I decided to create a website for pharmacies. Now, at first I thought it was gonna be just simple, but you know, it took me like maybe a couple of weeks to come up with the right design. I checked out so many pharmacies abroad. I even took inspiration from this telehealth service by Amazon, and so I integrated that into the website. And of course it was, sorry, I only had coffee and a banana this morning. Anyway, so I was saying, of course it was gonna be a simple website because I'm just a beginner in web design and web development and whatnot. So that's what I did. I'm also reading like a lot of business books, like .com Secrets, Alex Hormozi's The E-Myth Revisited, and whatnot. And Well, anyways, before designing the website, and I needed to figure out if there's a market for this. And so I created a form using the principles in the book, The Mom Test. I didn't really read the book, I just read the summary and used the principles. And so I created a form that basically asks like what are the major problems within the community pharmacies, and I already have an idea of the problems because I did work at a community pharmacy for a while, and right now I think last time I checked a couple of days ago, I have like 8 answers to the forms, and at the end of the form I asked them for their emails, like just optional, if they want to have get a guide of like 7 ways to increase your profit at the pharmacy that you haven't heard of before. And at first, that email case, at first I just wrote, if you wanna follow the progress of this project, then leave me your email. And obviously that didn't incentivize people to leave their email, so I got like maybe 5 answers in only 1 email. But then I changed it to I'll give you this guide that I'm actually working on right now. If you leave your email, I'll send it to you. And I also changed afterwards to not only emails, but also if you want to leave an email or phone number or Facebook profile and whatnot. So that's been the most helpful. And that's what they talk about when they talk about just launching things and reiterating and whatnot. So I never would have known that that's what you can do if I didn't just do it, which makes a lot of sense. I know, duh. Um, so that's what I did. Then out of the 8 responses I got, well, I had the idea at first of doing a website, and well, 5 out of 8 people selected the case with personalized website, like they were interested in that. And a lot of people like didn't know how to get started with adding value to their pharmacies. And because, well, here's the thing. We've learned a lot in pharmacy school. We didn't just learn how to like sell medication and give drug informations and drug info. We learned a lot of things, and so if we just used those things that we learned, if we looked for them and used them, and also used some general business principles that big chains like supermarkets or big pharmacies abroad do, then that would be grand. And so what did I do next? Right, I had the answers in the forms, so I didn't know if I should create a landing page for my business, like where they can order websites, and then I would need to create the website and develop it and everything. But after much thought, I decided to just just test it out with the minimum viable product, and so that's what I did. I just created a simple website with the services and everything, and the booking and the services all go to WhatsApp, so there's no backend or like a database or anything, but that can come later if people are generally interested. And so now that I had the product, I needed to get leads. Leads are just people you can contact and that could potentially become customers. And well, So, alright, so just paused to take a break. Anyways, so I found a few emails and that people had left on another offer, like this pharmacy groupments or something. I don't remember. Anyways, I found those emails and I sent 10 10 people the same email. I didn't send it to everybody because I needed to see if people actually answered. And so I just put like my offer, like the website. Here's what the website contains. Here's the price, whatever. And well, of course, I didn't get any answers. I did get someone message me on WhatsApp. He just said hey, and then when I answered hey back, he didn't answer again. Maybe I should follow up with him, because to message someone on WhatsApp, you need to add their contact, their phone number to your contact and whatnot. And even then, I'm not even sure these people have actual pharmacies. So I decided to go through something else. So I messaged a pharmacy, like 2 pharmacies on Instagram, because well, they already had attempted to create an online presence. So I feel like a website is the natural revolution. I don't know how to call that. Evolution. And we're almost close to the end of the trail. Anyways, so those people didn't answer. Now I can hit them up again. The people on Instagram, that is. I sent them like a personalized message. Well, the first one I sent a message to, it wasn't really personalized. Like, I didn't genuinely compliment them or anything. They just sent here's my offer, and I feel like the message was long. They didn't even see it, so there's that. The second one I sent a message to is a semi-influencer. Right. Are those like bees in that tree there? Not bees, probably wasps. So yeah, the second person I messaged was a semi-influencer, and I tried to compliment him, and I watched videos of his and, you know, gave him specific compliments, like genuine ones. And so I told him, if you're interested in this website, and I gave him the screen recording. And now, well, I started reading $100 million Leads by Alex Hormozi, and I think I'm gonna go a different way entirely. First of all, in the meantime, I discovered that an old friend of mine, a classmate, is now like a proper influencer, and he already has a pharmacy, so I'm just gonna hit him up and I'll just offer him the website for free, because I feel like he already has a domain name, and so the cost is basically just gonna be my time to personalize the website and everything. We'll see if I sent him a message. We'll see if he answers me or not. I also like, you know, I'm happy for him basically. Like, I'm genuinely happy for him for like doing content creation and creating his pharmacy. He's been through a lot, and he helped me out a lot in pharmacy school. So it would be great for me to help him as well. And yeah, so we'll just test it out. Anyways, we'll see about that. And for the other pharmacies that like basically need cold outreach, I will need to create like a a guide with like some big value and fast, like big fast value, basically, like the book said. And so I'm working on a guide on how to basically increase your profit. But in order to increase the profit in any business, you need to provide more value to the patients. So that's great. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna like send it to people, and basically at the end of the guide there would be a CTA or a call to action with like a, hey, if you're interested in this website, like just casually. I'm not planning on making millions out of this. I'm just trying to do something. Like I also got interrupted in the middle of this lock-in on the website thing by a pharma company. I submitted for like an internship. I asked for an internship like a month ago, and they just called that day, and so that interrupted this whole thing. But it was a good interruption, I think. If they do answer, it's been well, it's been a week, I think. But today's Friday, and I sent them the proper because they made me fill documents and everything. So I took my time to really express why I want that job, you know? Like for real, I'm not joking. It was fun. I tried to make filling that document fun, and I succeeded, I think. Anyway, so making this video has really helped me to walk more. I rarely reach this side of the forest. Anyways, as I was saying, so yeah, the next steps is just to see with my old friend if he's interested in the website, and then creates the guide. I need to make it like really good, so I'll take my time with it. And even if it doesn't like result in like conversions or website sales or whatever, I don't mind. I feel like I'm Theresa May or something. I'm not a saint. I do want to make money, but you know, if it helps people for free, then it's fine with me. I love that. And that's also what I've been doing lately. I'm just like helping people. Whenever somebody asks for help on Facebook, I just, yeah, whatever. I'm not doing anything, so I'll be glad to help, you know. It's kind of selfish in a way, but also there are more selfish ways to spend your time. Okay, I've been watching The Sopranos. Oh my god, such a good show. Fortunately, I don't have the Wi-Fi right now, so I haven't been watching a lot of it. Yeah, I think this is the natural end of the video, so subscribe and I'll see you soon.